you go.
How was he?
He's back-sitting from bagging up all of Lauren's stuff.
Oh, we should have helped him.
Yeah, well, it's very thoughtless of her leaving a mess for someone else to clear up.
I've seen upstairs kitchen after one of your demolition jobs.
Yeah, well, this is different.
Tell him I'll come and see him later. Yeah.
Cheers. So, what did Count Spatula say?
Don't call her that.
It's what Evelyn calls her. I agree with you. I said it was well mean.
Yeah, well, she was saying how Roy's got a bad back from boxing all Lauren's stuff up and how Nina thought Lauren was inconsiderate.
Piercing analysis.
I remember the first time I fell in love with somebody.
I wasn't in love.
He actually dumped me at a bus stop in front of all his mates.
Yeah, she left. I can deal with that. Take it on the chin. Ego intact. Bobby C does not look back.
Does Bobby C promise not to have any more lovesick leave?
Bobby's focus from now on is all about Underworld. In fact, we should have got these to go.
Who are you texting?
My sister. I've offered to relieve his PE teaching. I was being homeschooled. What other subjects could he help him with?
To be honest, I thought there would be more on market. I mean, have you seen how much they're charging for a two-bed?
I suppose it depends where you're looking, isn't it?
What about Lauren's? Seen a sheen coming back.
I understand Evelyn's letting it go. Roy actually paid Lauren's outstanding rent, you know?
Oh, now there's an employer with a heart.
It's got 2 bedrooms. Not that I ever got to see them.
Oh, I wonder what the views are like.
Well, the kitchen overlooks the precinct.
He's winding you up.
Oh, and here I am trying to be helpful.
Well, you know, Ryan stayed there briefly.
Why? What did he make of it?
Oh, I don't know. I'll get my note, shall I? That's sweet, that. It was Bobby yesterday. Sarah goes and comes when she pleases.
Oh, she's gone to a viewing herself, according to her mother.
What? Nothing. Beth has been over an hour doing a cake run. And Izzy, well, she's just a Lauren to herself, isn't she?
Beth says he was accused. She's on her way back now.
I was kept waiting by the landlord.
You were late.
And Izzy, well, she has extenuating circumstances.
Are you answering me back?
No.
I know Izzy has extenuated. Just doesn't matter, does it?
Did mine cut the mustard, Mrs. B?
Your what, Sal?
My G-strings and briefs?
Yes, actually, they did. They were very good.
Oh, great.
Did man cut them? I mean, every opportunity.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, you creep.
Not my fault you were late back from lunch.
She said there was no cream horns left.
Oh, just brilliant.
You know what? I am sick and tired of being taken advantage of. Standards are slipping. You know why? Because I am being too nice on you.
Well, the flat was a dump. Thanks for asking.
Talk about it later.
Stains everywhere.
Oh, the mucky beggars.
The wall, the curtains.
What kind of stains?
I don't know, it could have been paint, red, white, blood.
Blood?
Well, it probably wasn't blood, it's probably just red wine, wasn't it? I mean, I'm no scientist, Mrs. B. But if soft furnishings could talk, oh, don't know what they'd be saying. Anyway, back to the grindstone.
So he said.
Well, that could be anything. Coffee, paint.
Yeah, but couple that with her sudden disappearance.
Well, he might have been exaggerating. You know what Sean's like. Everything's a drama.
Yeah, but who'd fling coffee on the curtains?
Hey, what do you think, Carla?
I think we should all stop just, you know, gossiping. I actually want to think it's nothing.
Yeah, well, we all want to think it's nothing, but in this day and age, your mind can't help drifting towards the grimmer end of the spectrum. You know, if my girls don't respond to my text within 20 minutes, I think they're in a shallow grave.
Try having a copper for a son.
Yeah, but kids today, they're not growing up in the world that us three grew up in.
Us three, behave yourself. Yeah, leave us out of it.
Well, you're a lot younger than me, Mrs. Barlow, but you know what I'm talking about, don't you, considering what you've been through?
Oh. Yeah, well, I escaped the worst of it.
No, you didn't.
Well, you know what they say in these situations? Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah, it's on the Tinker coat of arms.
Hey, what does your Bobby think? He was quite into her, wasn't he?
Yeah. She kind of gave him the runaround, then ghosted him.
Well, this would explain the ghosting. If something happened to her.
Well, let's ask you, Auntie.
Ask her what?
Right, so firstly...
Can I have a word?
Yeah, quick question. If I were to pull tonight, is the crib off limits?
Listen, this is about Lauren.
I reckon.
Right, that's me.
What did that take away?
2 spring rolls, Indonesian stir fry, udon noodles.
Already called it in.
Way to go, Swain. Rooney!
Insubordination, PC Tinker.
Hey, do you know, someone once wrote OCID on my locker 2 years ago.
That's different. You should have reported it.
Yeah, well, I wiped it off. Banter.
If I had £1 for every time I heard Swain's World or Totally Excellent. Honestly.
Hey up. What now?
2 weeks ago, I reported her missing.
Sorry, what?
Lauren Bolton. 2 weeks ago, I reported her missing, and you've done nothing.
Can I help?
Yeah, we think you should investigate her disappearance. Because apparently there's bloodstains in a flat.
Rewind.
Lauren Bolton. I thought she was ghosting me. Now I think she's dead. The police didn't want to know. So Auntie Carla gave them the hairdryer treatment. If it wasn't for her, they wouldn't have done a thing.
Well, at least they're doing something now.
So they're looking into it.
So they say.
Well, if my Craig is involved, they'll soon get to the bottom of things.
Believe that when I see it.
I'd better see it. Otherwise, I'll be going back to the papers.
And saying what? Bobby, kids go missing all the time. Especially kids with troubled backgrounds.
Maybe that's because nobody cares enough to look for them. Well, I care.
Oh, I know you do, Lily, I know.
I should try not to worry yourself.
How can I not? There was blood in that flat. Something bad happened, I know it.
You don't know any such thing. It will be a relief when she turns up safe. Wherever she is.
Hate this waiting. Why aren't they called?
You need to calm down, love.
It's all right for you. You can pace.
Look, we're not Lauren's family, are we? They're hardly going to be tripping over themselves to call us.
They should be tripping over themselves, size of their boots, and I'm surprised their car didn't collapse on the way into the precinct.
What?
The clowns. The lot of them. And I'll tell them so next time I see them.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, of course. Yeah, come on.
Who's that?
Well, I've just sent in the clowns, put it like that.
The police are here. Do you think there's news?
We're just about to find out.
We just want some more background.
I'd appreciate some foreground first. Was it a bloodstain?
We're looking into it.
We can't discuss an ongoing investigation. Look, the best way you can help us find Lauren is by answering my questions so we can obtain the clearest picture possible.
Okay.
Would you mind giving us some privacy?
Why are you going to get the thumb screws out on him?
At this stage, we like to keep any information within as tight a circle as possible. If your nephew says something of relevance, we won't want it leaking into the community.
I'm hardly going to do that, am I?
I can handle things.
Okay. Listen, if they come on strong, just holler. I'll be in the bedroom.
You mentioned Lauren had bruises, Bobby. Do you know how she came by them?
She made up this story about a fall, but I knew she was lying. She had this ex.
Have you got a name?
Yeah, she kept dead quiet about him, but I could tell she was scared of him. I bet you that's where the bruises came from.
Okay. Had they been seeing each other a while?
Since before I knew her, but that's not long.
You said her flat was in a state when you first reported her missing.
That's right.
Well, it's not now.
Roy went and cleaned it up.
Roy Cropper. He owns the cafe across the road. He used to employ Lauren.
Until she disappeared?
Well, until he sacked her.
So, why would he clear out Lauren's flat?
So Evelyn could get a deposit back off the landlord.
Evelyn?
She's a friend of Roy's. She was going to vacate the place, but Roy persuaded her to sublet it to Lauren. Gave her a job at the cafe and paid her first month's wages up front so she could pay the rent.
Why? Is he some sort of relative or family friend?
Nah, he just liked helping people. Anyway, when Lauren was gone and the flat was a tip, the landlord was threatening to send Evelyn the bill for a deep clean.
So, Mr. Cropper went in and cleaned up?
And paid Lauren's outstanding rent. He just didn't want to see Evelyn out of pocket.
Obviously. I think we need to pay Mr. Cropper a visit.
So they were pushing you quite hard then?
Well, it's all fairly routine, I think. But their main concern seemed to be why I cleared out the flat.
I bet you wish you'd just left it. First I gave you a hard time, and then the coppers.
Well, you were upset. It's understandable. But if the police are to find Lauren, they need to know everything. Transparency is vital.
They make you feel so guilty, though, don't they? Even if you've not done anything wrong, you just feel dead nervous.
Well, one gets to a certain age and one isn't easily rattled. So, they've taken the rubbish from the flat and Lauren's things.
They seem to be taking things seriously.
Thanks to Auntie Carla.
No, thanks to you, you mean? Look, if you hadn't kicked up a fuss in the first place, she'd just be another missing person, wouldn't she?
Indeed. You were the only one who refused to write Lauren off. Myself included.
I just want to know where she is.
Did the police say anything about the bloodstain?
Nothing. She wasn't giving anything away.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Right, come on, you must be hungry. I'll stand you a chippy tea.
Oh, no, I couldn't face it. I'm going to go down to the precinct, see if I can see any activity at the flat.
Bobby, they won't tell you anything.
Maybe, but I can pick up a feeling. I don't know. I can't go home and do nothing.